entomologist.
Music's always been an outlet.
Mike has wanted to dance forever.
We knew in utero that Kingsley was going to have issues.
Getting sick quite a bit, having low-grade fevers.
I was playing with 3 other people, and just out of nowhere, my arm dropped.
And that was the start of a long conversation with many doctors.
He had a seizure about 9 hours after birth.
He has been in treatment for almost 3.5 years.
4 times he's been on life support. One was pneumonia.
There's a 50% chance of saving your arm, and you have a 40% chance of survival.
Well, basically our world collapsed.
It was devastating.
I was in the hospital on one of my many rounds of chemo, and they came in talking about a wish.
Kind of knocked around, asked some questions, you know, what would you like to go do?
I've never actually had somebody ask me what I wanted to do and then like go forward and take care of it all.
It's giving us something to get him excited about.
It gave me an opportunity to forget.
It's 1 week closer.
It gave me the opportunity to be a kid.
I would never think this possible or even happening to me.
She is so happy. She is so alive again.
We are the best we've ever been health-wise.
Here's this little boy, so determined.
That helped more than you can ever imagine.
I think more than anything, it reminded me what I was fighting for.
It's not a physical object. It's not a vacation. It's hope, and it's motivation. That's what it is.
My wish is with me every single day. It's that place that I can always return to. When I was 11, I was diagnosed with a rare, life-threatening illness. The next several years were an endless round of hospitals, tests, and treatments. But then something came into my life, and everything changed. It was my wish. My wish gave me the strength to do more than just survive. It brought my family together, and it brought me back to life. And that's why I help the Make-A-Wish Foundation grant the wishes of sick kids today. Because 23 years ago, my wish was granted, and it helped me heal.
Caden's wish is such a unique, one-of-a-kind experience.
I don't think anyone could have seen that it was going to be so big and so powerful. No one did.
What they pulled off was even beyond my wildest expectation of what it could have been.
Caden, he wants to record a song in LA. That's great. And we can send him there, absolutely. But he wants to be a pop star. So what does that mean?
Caden's been through so much. He's been through open brain surgery, shunts installed, ports installed, chemotherapy.
It's amazing to see somebody who is so sick and been through so much obviously to be so happy. And there was no thought of his illness. He was completely immersed in the moment.
One of the really amazing things about Caden's wish was the fact that an entire community came together to support it.
Our catchphrases share the power of a wish. And that sounds nice and fun and warm fuzzy. And when you get to see a wish unfold like we got to with Caden's, you really see the power of that wish.
It was just so much fun when it finally happened because you've just been thinking about it and all of a sudden it's finally here.
We were recognizing 5th graders who had displayed super character throughout the year, and that's how we got into the office.
Then they told him, oh, there's one more thing that goes with this award, come out back. And we were all hiding in the back.
Well, at first, when they came out, I'm like, what the heck is going on?
They were just kind of telling him, here's what's going to happen to you. You know, you're getting ready to go to LA today. You're leaving on a plane today.
He was, I think, a little bit in shock.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll go to LA today, sure.
We kind of have a little nickname for him where it's Caden cool as a cucumber, because this kid, he just kind of rolls with everything, I mean, he doesn't seem to be really fazed by a lot.
Kids on their own started chanting.
And all you could hear was, Caden, Caden.
I remember getting tears in my eyes then, and I had goosebumps.
That vision of them lined up, people everywhere screaming, and then Caden getting to walk out there was like, okay, here we go.
As the shock wore off, he kind of just fell into the role, and he's like, yeah, I'm a pop star.
This kid, I think he was born to be a celebrity.
People were screaming at him, and he's walking around, you know, like signing autographs like a pro.
We got into the limo, drove off down to KFRX.
And didn't realize that they were going to be talking about it all morning.
We just went all in that this kid is the biggest star in the world.
Caden is going to be here, everybody. Caden live in studio.
To see an 11-year-old just step up to the microphone, he wasn't afraid, he wasn't nervous about it.
They just talked a bit about, oh, are you excited to go off to LA? And then they asked him to sing.
All these people packed in there, more people than we've ever had in the studio before. Would you like to sing a song, Caden? And it went silent.
Caden, live on KFRX.
Play it.
My heart's a stereo, beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Uh-oh.
Then he starts singing, and that makes me cry because we thought he was not going to be a good singer. And then he's good.
People just looked like, wow, this kid really can sing. He played it so cool. I've never seen a kid play it so cool. It was the most amazing thing. And then, on top of that, doesn't stop. From when he goes to the airport, gets on the plane, goes to Macy's, does his photo shoot, we get the updates, he's recording.
My heart's a stereo, beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Uh-oh.
A couple days later, I met Mario Lopez. It was fun.
Give it up for Caden! You've been named a pop star for the day, so how does that make you feel?
Good. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright.
Then Maroon 5 meets up with him.
You know, they reached out to Make-A-Wish.
And called and said, we're in Los Angeles. We really want to meet Caden.
They were really good. I mean, I was a really good part of the trip.
Take me your radio, turn me up when you feel low. Melody was meant for you. Sing along to my stereo. Yeah.
The number of people that came out to support it was just crazy.
There had to be 400 volunteers, but everybody jumps into the deal and just goes.
People got so excited behind this wish. You know, they wanted to help out in any way that they can.
Everywhere we turned on Caden's wish and said, can you help? We heard yes and.
It was just amazing to see what a little bit from each person could do to make this an absolute slam dunk.
I felt he deserved it because, you know, he worked hard just to live.
It's taking a family during a really dark time and providing them with some happiness.
Give kids something to look forward to or something to distract them from all of the daily things they're having to deal with.
Have a fun time, you know, not just about what's going to happen, just forget everything and just have a good time.
Make-A-Wish is all about positivity. It's about making kids' dreams come true. And
so we a lot of times focus on an individual family unit, and that's really important because that's what the wish is all about. But a wish impacts more than just that family.
The next day, students would come up and said, I'm so happy for Caden. This is so great for him.
I would be out in stores days later and hear people talking about this wish.
I mean, it was on the front page of our newspaper.
Stories like that inspire people to get involved in the community a little bit more.
I think that will continue and become contagious, and they'll spread that.
In my 20 years of being an educator, it was one of my very, very top moments.
It brings me such joy to think about that whole day. It was just such an amazing and happy experience.
It is absolutely one of the most precious experiences of my life.
I say one of the coolest things that I've been able to be a part of, personally or professionally.
There's a lot of tough or bad things in the world, but there's also a lot of good people and a lot of good things in the world. And I think that'll stick with him.
This one child affected an entire community of people.
It's so much bigger than Make-A-Wish. It is the true power of a wish.
All better. Make-A-Wish ladies, give me a present, and they
an airplane with Drew and Aiden and Alex and Daddy and Mommy. I can't wait until it's Christmas. I'm going to Disney World and I will see